Someone yawns. You see it. And now, your jaw wants to open too. You didn't decide that. You couldn't stop it if you tried. A stranger's tired face just reached across the room and hijacked your body. We do it 40 times a day, before birth, in our sleep, and for something so ordinary, science spent centuries getting it completely wrong. For a long time, everyone agreed, yawning means low oxygen. You're stuffy, your blood needs air, so you gulp a big one. Clean, simple, and almost certainly false. When researchers pumped extra oxygen into people, they didn't yawn any less. Give them more carbon dioxide, still no change. The oxygen story was a myth. So what is a yawn actually doing? Look at what it really is. A huge forced stretch of the jaw, a deep pull of air across the roof of your mouth, then a slow release. And here's the clue everyone missed. That motion moves a lot of blood and a lot of air right past your brain. Psychologist Andrew Gallup had a strange idea. What if a yawn is air conditioning for your head? Your brain runs hot. It's barely 2% of your body, and it burns around 20% of your energy. Heat is the enemy. Gallup's theory, the jaw stretch and the rush of cool air pull warm blood away from the skull and let fresh, cooler blood move in. A yawn cools the brain by a fraction of a degree, just enough to keep it sharp. Sounds wild, but the predictions held up. If yawning cools you, it should depend on temperature. So they asked people on the street. In summer, 42% yawned along. In winter, only 18%. Same experiment, opposite seasons, and the heat was the only thing that mattered. They pushed further. Press a cold pack to someone's forehead, and contagious yawning almost vanishes. Have them breathe only through the nose, cooler air, straight past the brain. And in one study, not a single person caught a yawn. Warm the neck, and the yawns come flooding back. The brain-cooling story kept passing tests the oxygen story failed. But that still leaves the strangest part. Why is it contagious? Cooling your own brain makes sense. Catching a yawn from someone across the room does not. And it's powerful. Just watching a video, about half of people yawn along. You're probably fighting one right now. The answer seems to be connection. Contagious yawning tracks how tuned in you are to other people. You catch yawns fastest from family, slower from friends, slowest from strangers. The same order as how much you care about them. And in people who score lower on empathy measures, the contagion is weaker. Your yawn reflex is quietly mapping your social world. And it doesn't stop at our own species. Show a dog a yawning human, and the dog often yawns right back. In one study, 21 out of 29 dogs did. Then researchers tried something sharper. They had dogs watch their own owner yawn, and then a stranger. The dogs caught more yawns from the person they loved. A reflex for cooling a brain had somehow become a signal of who belongs to your family. Now here's the finding that stops you cold. For years we knew fetuses yawn. They start around 11 weeks, long before they draw a single breath. So it was never about oxygen there either. But in 2026, researchers tried something bolder. They filmed pregnant mothers watching yawn videos, while an ultrasound watched the baby's face inside. The mothers yawned, and about 90 seconds later, so did the babies. More than half of the fetuses yawned right after their mother did, far more often than by chance. Contagious yawning may begin before you are even born, which means this reflex is old, older than language, older than your first breath, something written so deep that a brain still forming in the dark already answers when its mother yawns. So the next time it happens, a stranger yawns and your own jaw betrays you, you'll know it isn't boredom, and it was never about air. It's a tiny thermostat cooling an overheating brain, wired to a hidden circuit that quietly measures how connected you are to the person in front of you. And that pull you're feeling right now. Go ahead, let it out. You just proved the whole thing.
Check out this video next. And subscribe here so you never miss a new one.